do that. I need to pause that. Hello, YouTube side. How are you? Let me get this side rocking as well. I still have my Santa picture as my profile pic. I'd have to change that, which makes me sad, but you know, tis what tis, right? Tis what tis. Sweet or salty? Snacks, you know, the general stuff. What do you like? You like sweet or salty? I'm trying to set a goal on the YouTube side, but please, it keeps telling me an error occurred. Please try again. So let me go refresh here and see if that will help at all. Maybe. So Ruby Ray says salty. Salty, salty. What say you, rest of the world? Darian, there's probably one that plays ahead of time, but they do not play in the middle. So yeah, so there's a pre-roll that'll play, but we don't allow any ads to play in the middle of the stream because it'd be like in the middle of a story, and that would suck, right? That would not be fun. All right, let me get this one set up again. I will try. It was Petty Revenge. Reward. Story. Error occurred. Okay, I'm unable to set goals on the YouTube side. It just won't do it. I don't know if you have that option as a mod. Okay. Cool. Good times. Good times all around. Sweet or salty? That is the discussion right now. If you're going to go for a snack, is it going to be sweet or is it going to be salty? I kind of like both together, you know? Chocolate covered nuts, peanut butter pretzels, that kind of thing. Miss Prissy Fitz, you missed the last 3 shows because the date changes. When were the dates of the last 3 shows? I don't. We did one this past Sunday at 9 p.m. And then before that, the last show was the previous. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. They are up on YouTube. If you want to see the recordings of them, I think we made the Monday one available. My brain is fried, yo. I'm sorry. I do not know. Let's give a big hello to Tater. Tater's in the house here. She's got her moose munch.
This is our new favorite snack.
No. Did it again. I'm sorry. No.
I said this is our new favorite snack.
Moose munch.
Has anyone ever had this? Because it's freaking amazing. And Angel, I know she's not here yet, but she sent us some of this, and Tony and I were like,
Moose, I
it's
can't.
So freaking good.
I automatically call it moose knuckle because I'm me.
That's why I say like it's like sweet and salty because of the nuts in it.
It is sweet and salty.
It's so freaking good.
Moose munch, so good. Madison, there's an update to the boyfriend wearing an inappropriate t-shirt to dinner story. Oh snap! Oh snap! Sweet always, Adri. Nickname is Hummingbird, but your husband and kid are more inclined to salty.
It's so good.
Interesting.
Like I can't. I need to it needs to stop.
Jenny, that was so last year. Wait, Moose Munch was?
What's wrong with Moose Munch?
Nothing. But it's Moose Munch ain't cheap, apparently. It's like, yeah, Tony Spark found that on sale. Where was it?
Kohl's.
At Kohl's of all places. Found it on sale.
If they could do away with the packaging and just like put it in a regular bag.
Yeah.
Maybe we could knock off $5.
Put it in a fucking Ziploc bag and make it cheaper.
That's
well, Henry and David. Come on. Yeah. Henry and David.
It is the best
make it cheaper.
Caramel corn that I've ever had.
Sorry, trying to get my mic a little bit closer here. Still getting used to the new setup. What is Moose Munch? Moose Munch is hold it up again.
It is caramel coated popcorn with cashews and almonds.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it with the lights, but
Green Dragon dropping the 5, both such as chocolate covered pretzels or potato chips. Oh yeah. Chocolate covered tater chips, that's good stuff.
Chocolate covered potato chips is. I know Tony and I were just looking up all the flavors of Moose Munch and seeing what we should decide to try next.
Stuff is not cheap. Not cheap. Cal, you got your last 2 exams this week? Hey, good luck. You got this. Sam Gilmore dropping all the bolts, getting ready to hit 400 there.
Yeah,
Ira Catalina, Elise, Life with Lala, Sabs, Minions Den, Melissa Elliott. Thank you guys. Thank you. Callie Knight dropping the Harvey, Amy Cash, Robles, Elliot again, Life with Lala, Christmas Museum Girl, Doc Season, May D. Thompson, Gracie, that SRT4 chick, Evie, Shinryoda, Rockwolf, Sabs, Jersey Blind Girl.
Yeah, like Crunch and Munch. But
Anna Maria, thank you.
Crunch and Munch.
Is that still around? Crunch and Munch?
Okay, I looked it up just because I was like, well, we can't afford Moose.
Moose Knuckle.
I keep calling it that, but Moose Munch because I feel like it's expensive. But so I looked up Crunch and Munch, and I couldn't find it anywhere either.
Oh God, I just moved yours. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to move yours. I was trying to move mine.
It's good. It's good right there. But I couldn't find Crunch and Munch, so I was like, I meant to look into it further, but I didn't have time.
Huh.
I don't know. It's a caramel popcorn catastrophe.
Solar Tree sells it? Huh. Paula Angle dropping the 5. QD Sweet and Salty also currently helping my cat who is in active labor. So I'm here but busy playing nursemaid for my cat. I gotta say, I've never had a pet give birth.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've never experienced that.
The tiny
thankful
kitten
for that.
Umbilical cords, are the tiniest thing I've ever seen.
It seems terrifying.
And then they fall off like a normal baby's.
Cracker Jack? Yeah, Cracker Jack. That's similar.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. That is similar.
But we used to have Crunch and Munch on the shelves.
Sam Gilmore hit 674, now just spooled up a new round. Run it hard. Elise, Iris, Anna Hartman. Thank you guys so much. Tony Sparkus saw you there as well. Giuseppe. Kitty Cat Queen. Christian Museum Girl again. Minions Den. Thank you guys. Thank you. Let me get back to QOD for just about 30 seconds, then we'll dive into this show. You want to hit your buttony button? It's covered by your moose knuckle. That came out wrong. You know what? Hurts my feelings. You know what I mean. I like both sweet and salty. It just depends on the mood. And poppycock, Joyce Brown. Poppycock. That is, probably going to get a community violation for saying that. That's like Cracker Jack, right? Sweet and salty together. I don't know that I've seen that in a store around here in forever. Don't fall. Please don't. These boats were made for walking. Mix, real broad, yeah. Fries dipped in ice cream. Oh, you got the Wendy's frosty mix there. Sam Gilmore hitting 400, still going. Ali Luana, Jenny Lee, Life with Lala, that SRT4 chick, Elise hit a hundo bolts. Iris. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Jenny, dropping the 5. Missed you. We missed you too. Thanks for hanging out with us. Lisa Sparks, member for 27 months of the Gosh Heck and Thunder Crew. Welcome. So good to see everybody here. It is our first Wednesday show in the new space here. And I will tell you, I've been busting my ass to get the podcast studio at least ready enough for us to be able to do a VIP today. And we are doing a VIP today. It is not 100% ready, but it is functional. So we will be doing that today. So far as I went so far as crawling in the ceiling to run Ethernet cable over to make sure that we had a hardwired connection for that computer. That was fun. It's a good time. Tess, do we get a tour of the new space? When it's done, we'll do like a full kind of fly-through tour. But we're not quite there yet. The studio is still very much a big mess. Big mess. Gracie, do you like chocolate and peanut butter flavors? Indeedly do. Now, we've had in our family a couple of our kiddos who have had peanut butter allergies. One still does. One outgrew theirs. So we do keep peanut butter stuff around. He just knows, Brady, he knows not to partake in that kind of stuff. And he doesn't have so severe of an allergy that it can't be around him. He just can't eat it. And if he does eat it, his tongue just feels weird. It's not like a severe reaction. Yeah, built over time. But he, no more sirens during the shows. I mean, we're still in downtown Joplin. There's bound to be sirens. How did you find out that the peanut allergy was outgrown? Did you do another test?
Yes. So Ava was the other one. We found out when they were putting tubes in her ears, they went ahead and tested for allergies, and her peanut one was significant enough for an EpiPen. But we took her back in. She did the the shots, and then we tried the drops to where she holds them under her tongue to desensitize herself. And we did that for about 3 years. And then she went back in and they did a test on her arm and like a test with her holding peanuts and like exposed to peanuts. And she had no reaction whatsoever. So it was like immunotherapy, I think is what it's called.
She rarely has peanut butter stuff.
She did try Reese's peanut butter cups
Yeah.
like within the past year and decided that she does like those, but that's really the only thing that she'll eat.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did do the I'm pretty sure it's called immunotherapy with the shots and the drops and all that stuff. But she was very much like an allergy kid. Like her allergy tests like on her back and stuff were wild.
Yep. Very, very allergic to the world.
She's very allergic. Mold is her biggest right now. Mold and elm trees.
Sam Gilmore ended up hitting 823. Dang.
Yeah.
Sarah Barracuda,
Like
Cindy Lou,
significant.
Flower Power, Ali Lawana, Sherry Medic. Thank you guys so much. Angels in the house. Hey, we were talking about your the Moose Munch.
Hey, yeah.
I've used the right name. Look at that. Angel member for 29 months. Savory, not big on sweet or salty.
Savory.
So how would savory?
Like mashed potatoes and gravy.
I'm game. All of them. All of them. All right, let's get rocking and rolling here, y'all. Welcome to the Gosh Second Stream. Glad to have you here today on the 7th of January in the year 2026. Can you believe it? Still having a really hard time writing 2026 or 26 instead of 25, but I did discover that my brain is now like overcompensating. So anytime I see a 5, I try to make it a 6. That's getting complicated. Coming up, we have stories about disagreements over college funds, bachelorette party drama, drama between siblings and partners, disappearing food, sleeping through alarms, secrets in relationships, and we have spicy best of Reddit or update stories, pay to revenge, lightning round with Caden Thunder, and cake stories. Let's go. First goal on the TikTok side is 4.5K bolts for a spicy best of Reddit or update story. On the YouTube side, we have a super goal of 15 5 and up supers to start for a petty revenge reward story. However, it won't let me set that goal. So, okay. Tony Spark is keeping track. Yeah, just keep saying an error occurred. Angel dropped 20 freaking gifted memberships out there. Also said her birthday was yesterday, so here's my gift to the fam. You're giving the fam gifts for your birthday. Angel, we got to do it. We got to get the happy gosh second birthday rocking here for Angel. One of the OGs. One of the founding mothers? Is that what you call it? Of the group here. Thank you so much. And happy gosh second birthday to you. We got a whole bunch of new members of the fam here, courtesy of Angel. Lone Star, Texas Tornado over there. We've got Liz. We've got AC Yassine. Misha Washington. Airborne. Missy Ann. Danielle. We've got Blue Dust, Sierra Wilkin, Jenny Lee, I lost my place, Laney Baney, Smurfer, Sarah Eden, Aolf Byrne, Dark Angel. We've got Dry PHB, Anissa, Dee Dee, Dono, Kissarn, and Atreyu. Welcome to the Gosh Second fam, courtesy of Angel, aka Lone Star, Texas Tornado. You're a rock star. And happy gosh second birthday. Happy gosh second birthday. All right, we will go ahead and get rocking here, y'all. A couple of notes before we do. The week's share goal is 1,500 shares. YouTube, or both sides, obviously, but TikTok in particular, we greatly rely on those shares to get in front of new people. So thank you for always sharing with your friends. Reminder to keep chat positive and respectful. Everybody, of course, is going to have their own opinion. We're different human beings. We're not all going to agree, but it costs absolutely nothing to be respectful and a DFHB, decent effing human being. We will have a TikTok exclusive live, super fan only live tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central. If you have not become a super fan yet, now's a damn good time to do it because we have that coming up. And of course, no spoilers, please. Spoilers will be muted from the live, if not booted. Get out your gosh heck and brooms. Allie, you totally forgot you got here just in time. Just in time. Paisley, you got a birthday coming up as well. Your birthday is tomorrow. Happy gosh heck and birthday to you. Paula, dropping the 2. Do you believe in Conspiracy Gate for ST5? I think it's done. I think Stranger Things is over. And I did see the video that Candy Thunder shared with our internal chat here. It was a gal who said, as a Taylor fan and a Stranger Things fan, I hope everybody's ready for this to just be a merch drop. It was Tony. I'm like, that. I buy that. I would buy that. Them doing some kind of merch drop would be hilarious. Hey, Skittles with the club power. Allie dropping the bolts. Andromeda Amber. Evelyn Rodriguez. Anna Maria Ortiz. Jezebel. Anna Hansen. Crafts of Paradise. Bidet. Debbie Cook. Alex El Gran. Sabrina Bartelli. Skittles. Pug Mom. Magic in the house here. Sabs. Rock Wolf. Karen Shaper Cutter. Allie B dropping the 352 bolts. You guys are awesome. Let's go ahead and rock and roll after a quick drink. You like what? Yeah. I got Candy Thunder set up with a little phone stand here. Sharifa, hey, Dusty, congrats, new year, new studio, yay. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. It's still a work in progress, but by golly, we're getting there. We got some cool things cooking. I'll tell you that. All right, here we go. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder with yet another story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for threatening to stop contributing to my stepson's college fund after my wife said he's not our son? Let's do a poll, shall we? Am I the astronaut for threatening to stop contributing to my stepson's college fund after my wife said he's not our son? Eek. I'm going to say ESH here. Because while I understand the sentiment behind what you're saying, and blended families are tough, right? Like, it ain't easy. I understand what you're saying. However, the action you're taking because of what your wife said is only harming the kid, your bonus kid. So taking it out on him, I don't feel like is the right move. Now, that's just based on title alone. I have no idea where this story is going to go, but we are going to find out. We got 19 seconds left on our poll here. Looping back to Paula's comment here on Conspiracygate for Stranger Things. Do you guys think it's done? Or do you think there's more? No expectations, no disappointments. No expectations, no disappointments? Yeah, I don't expect anything to happen here.
Taylor Swift.
after being burned as Taylor Clowners for so long? Oh my gosh. All right, Vanna White, give us the results here.
So, in a stunning change of events, ESH is the number one. It's 46.8, and NTA is 40.5. So I'm interested to see where this goes.
Yeah. Possibly a documentary. Yeah, that could be.
I'm excited for the behind the scenes next
will be
week.
very cool.
I am really excited for that. I love those types of things. So
Becky, it's worth it. It's worth diving in on, especially now that it's done. You can binge the whole thing.
For sure.
It's worth it. All right, here we go. Am I the astronaut for threatening to stop contributing to my stepson's college fund after my wife said he's not our son? We got married in our mid-30s. I was single, and she was a single mother of a 3-year-old son. The boy's biological dad is totally absent since the divorce, and neither gives any child support. So I was supposed to totally take his place as the father of that child. I had no issues, mainly because he was just 3 at that time, and I believed he would surely accept me as his dad. Things went smoothly, and as I expected, for the next 6 to 7 years. Currently, we're in our mid-40s, and the kid's now 14 years old. As he grows, he started arguing, questioning things, etc. Basically, doing all sorts of parent-child things a teen normally does. I tried my best to be the best dad since day one, but since last 4 to 5 years, whenever a quarrel happens with our kid, and I try to get involved in it, my wife shuts me up by saying sentences like, "Don't get between me and my son. I know him the best. He's my child," etc. Okay. Mama, we're throwing some red flags on you here. Now we've got hubby's accounts of what's happening here. But still, if that's what's happening, that's red flag worthy. Even though she says that in complete anger, it hurts badly. I feel such things shouldn't be said no matter what. Although I've been doing a full-time job, it's not like I'm an absent father. I give most of my remaining time to my family. My connection with old friends has weakened, and I made no new friends at work. I discussed this thing and how bad I feel with her 2 to 3 times in the past. She just shrugs it off, although doesn't argue but gets kind of sorry. She very rarely says sorry directly. It just reflects in her behavior. Look at that. More red flags. But the same things happen even after that. Like in 4 out of every 10 fights we have with our kid. The same happened last week. That was the final breaking point, and I made her sit and talk last Sunday when our son was out for an hour. It quickly turned into a fight between us, and I told her if he's her son and not ours, then all of his finances, responsibilities are hers as well. And she shouldn't be really expecting me to put monthly money in his college fund as well, as she's her son, right? We both started saving for his college fund 2.5 years ago. Till now, both of us contributed toward it monthly and equally. I'm thinking of not putting any money in it until she apologizes. I know it sounds like I'm punishing our son, but I'll just be secretly saving those monthly payments somewhere else until then. Am I the astronaut? She's highly upset. Let's talk about it. Oma says, I wonder if the kiddo is starting to navigate toward bonus dad and she's jealous.
She's like throwing major red flags for me. Like, I can't imagine. To me, it sounds like she's saying that while she's arguing with her son, apparently. And so she's saying it in front of her child. And those things, like, that is a surefire way to disrupt the entire family unit. And I mean, we can't know for certain that dad is involved. It sounds like he is from his perspective. That's all we have.
Dad as in OP, not bio dad, who's just...
I'm calling him dad. He is dad
okay.
for all purposes. I mean, he has taken that role and provided and been there for this child. So, I mean, I would call him dad, not bio dad. The bio dad doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But I do think family therapy would be necessary. The fact that she doesn't apologize, like, to me, I think that speaks volumes as to who you are as a person if you're unable to apologize and correct your wrongs. So I don't know if it's ESH or NTA for me. What do you think?
I'm still
deciding.
She's definitely the bigger asshole, but I still think it's an ESH because this isn't going to accomplish what you wanted to accomplish, OP.
No, it's just gonna make it worse.
Yeah, you're just starting a battle here where now she's going to use this against you and be like, oh, well, you stopped contributing to his college fund, so every time you get mad about something, you're going to harm his future. This doesn't bring about the goal that you want. I guess that's my point here, is that you should be incentivizing or nurturing the behavior you do want, not punishing the behavior that you don't want. And here, like, it's odd to me that she only enacts this veto because he's her son biologically when it comes to, I'm sorry, my brain is fried. When it comes to, what's the word I'm looking for? Discipline.
Oh, okay.
When it comes to reprimanding, when it comes to the 14-year-old kid is acting out as 14-year-old kids do.
Oh, see, when it comes to money, that's equal. Your money is owed. But when it comes to raising the child, he's my child, is basically how mom is acting.
Yes.
I mean, but there were some things like the way that, and it may just be how he writes or how he words it, but he's like, I was supposed to take care of the kid. That was my job. And I can't tell if it's like how he views the kid, like he was supposed to do it. That's what or if he wanted to step in and he wanted to be a parent to this kid. So there is some things about the way he said things that makes me feel like a little bit uneasy, but the way that mom is acting bothers me as a blended family, bothers me on a whole nother level. Like you can't say that, and you can't say that in front of the kid, especially.
Yeah. Well, it destroys any kind of credibility and authority that OP would have as a father figure. And essentially what she's setting up here is, I want you to be a father figure in all ways except punishment. In all ways except behavior modification. Whatever you want to call it. It's I want you to have all the responsibility but zero authority. And that's problematic.
Right. I wonder if she expects him to like pick up, drop off, do all these things. So it's only, you can't be a dad only when I say you can't be a dad, but every other time you need to step in and be a dad. I think whatever she's saying, there is no world where what she's saying is acceptable.
Right. Right. And this is a really tough situation to navigate through, because you have to look at it this way. I still think that even though you say you're saving on the side secretly and you're going to do that, what she is going to see is that you are punishing him when you are unhappy with something she did. So I still don't think that's the right move here. I think you have to look at what you want to be changed here and start thinking about how you can build upon that, right? So right now the problem is you have no authority because she cuts your legs out from underneath you anytime there is some kind of altercation. So when that's happening, it's happening in front of the 14-year-old. It's happening in a heated moment here. So maybe we can remove that heated moment and say, hey, I understand this is a problem. Give us 5 minutes to talk about it. And then we'll come back and we'll all talk about this together. You can remove her from the heated situation here, which she would probably say, hell no, this is my kid. You stay out of it. Whatever. There's got to be some steps you can take toward resolving that and changing that. But that's a really tough situation to be able to navigate through. I'm just telling you that I don't think the black and white version of what you've done in response to this is taking it out on him and his future. So try to find something else that you can do that she will actually pay attention to and notice and start hearing you out.
I think, yeah, that's why I think therapy is necessary, or else this seems like a fast track to divorce.
The resentment's going to build.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Right now, like you can't be a father in all ways, but now have no authority. It doesn't work like that. The resentment will build and build and build, and you will explode. There's got to be some kind of resolution here, at least a plan to move toward that. But you're right. Her inability to apologize, period, is going to slow everything else down.
And I think he said she apologizes in her behavior, and that's not good enough. Like, you can be sorry. You need to say the words to your partner. Like, you need to say the words to your child. You need to say those words out loud and have a discussion to move forward and move past it. And you need to uphold that apology with your behavior. So, but you have to acknowledge that something that you did is wrong in order to move forward. Yeah. And until this family is able to do that and discuss it and then together move forward, I think it's going to build resentment. So ESH for now, because I think you all need some TLC
Agreed.
And some therapy.
Angel dropped the 5 here on the YouTube site, says, I'd like to hear a calm perspective from mom. A good friend has a similar dynamic, but because she wanted stepdad to be the fun parent, not discipline.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
She doesn't get to choose. And that's the unfortunate part, is that like you can't have just one fun parent, because both parents have to be able to discipline and set boundaries and teach, right? It can't be one person is one job and one person is the other. Our kids already act completely differently for us as individual parents, right?
100%.
If they start to see that crack between them, you better believe they'll start pitting you against each other. Anytime they need a distraction, all they got to do is, throw a piece of meat in the middle of the hyenas and watch them fight. Like they will.
And they will pick up on that because kids are smart.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what's your...
I'm at ESH as well. I think mom is obviously the bigger asshole here.
Oh, 100%.
But
1,000%.
I think you've got to reframe how you're looking at this and how you're planning on taking action.
I don't think you're going to get what you want out of the situation by doing what you're doing.
You're just giving her ammo to use against you.
Yeah, I think I would suggest therapy if I were you. I don't know how that's going to go over if she
won't apologize.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
you could. No, I don't. Yeah,
good luck, Kopi.
You can't tell somebody you need therapy, right?
No, it doesn't work like that.
No one wants to hear that. They have to get sick of their own shit before they're ready for that. All right, we'll pivot over to the next one here. Oh, wait. I didn't do the official determination. Here we go. It's officially an ESH, but mom's the bigger a-hole here. If somebody's unable or incapable of apologizing, it makes it pretty easy to determine who the bigger asshole is going to be. And while we're in the in-between here, in the upside down, in the bridge, in the wormhole, how many of you had somebody in their life who also was incapable of apologizing? Just didn't know how to do it. Yeah. That'll be the other question. And the flip side of that is, how many have over apologizers in their life or have had? So Candy Thunder apologized for something last night. I looked around and I said, "Who are you apologizing to?" Myself. She said myself. A lot of people. Aunt Sue, you're an over-apologizer? Judas Nicky, you were that person, the over-apologizer or the couldn't apologizer? I was a couldn't apologizer. I didn't know how. I only started doing that... How long ago, you think? So probably about the time I started therapy? Look at that. I mean, to be fair, I didn't fuck up until then. So I had nothing to apologize for. Nicole
That's
Perez.
entirely inaccurate. Please, let's just
Strike that from the record.
yes, 100%.
Candy with a rose, just Mags. Nicole Perez dropping the 97 balls. Candy, thank you so much. April Mariah with a heart me. Sarah Barracuda, Radar. Sarah Barracuda dropping the bolts there too. Just Mags, Rock Wolf, Adri, Jersey Blind Girl, Nicole Perez again, Adri again there. Megan Carroll, Lexi, thank you guys so much. Fane, Aunt Sue, see you there as well. You guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are darn close on the bolt roll. What was it? 40. When it's going up, it won't show me, which is
My
ridiculous.
brother and I said that we basically apologized for breathing the same air as other people. And I was like, that's entirely accurate.
That is accurate. All right, we did hit that goal. Let me get you some thanks real quick before the TikTok goal tracker resets itself. In the number one spot here, Sam Gilmore at the 15 hundo. Sarah Barracuda in the number two spot at 262. Nicole Perez, Jersey Blind Girl, Life with Lala Sabs, Ali Lawana, Elise, Anna Hartman, Just Mags, Rock Wolf, Tony Spark, Rez Q Ninjas, Sherry Medic, that SRT4 chick, Pug Mom, Aunt Sue, Joyce Brown, Giuseppe, Oma Loves Disney, Anna Maria Ortiz, all the jingle. Emma Lou, Book Lover, Debbie Cook, Real Broad Zuba. Cindy Lou, Erica Hawkins, Christian Museum Girl, Minions Den, Joanna, Christina, Gracie, Karen Shaper Cutter, and Candace J. Thomas. Thank you guys so much for the love. You have unlocked a spicy best reverted or update story. The next thing to unlock is Lightning Round with Caden Thunder. I wondered how long that would last. You said a ridiculous thing because of trying to swipe text. What did you say? It's not good. Is it cancelable? Uh-oh. Like, oh no, Scoob. Like, delete that comment. Like a mod. Mod, please delete that comment. You're a mod. You should be able to delete it, right? Okay, we are going for finger hearts to get Lightning Round with Caden Thunder unlocked there. I gave her this little phone holder to set in front of her just to try to make her life a little bit easier. It's one we had sitting around already, so I was like, yeah, cool. But trying to swipe text on it or respond on it with it being there doesn't work out so well. Wayward Ace dropping the 5. Some people keep a swear jar, keep an unnecessary apology jar. How do you train yourself out of that, I guess? Hey, also, this is a good time to test out. We got Tony Sparks' mic hooked up today.
Hello.
There he is. Look at that. We still don't have a Tony Spark camera set up. He doesn't want one. He says he doesn't want one. But
if we had a swear jar in this office, we would all be bankrupt because we swear a lot.
Truth.
Also, it wasn't a new girl. They had the asshole jar, didn't they?
It was the douchebag jar.
Oh, it's close.
Douchebag jar. Jar. Schmidt already has his money ready.
I'm surprised we don't say that more to each other.
Just
jar.
Crisis back sweats. I understand. Well, sis, I'm Canadian. We apologize for everything. I need a poop story jar, Devin. That's accurate. Who gets the proceeds? Maybe it's like a team lunch kind of thing. Okay, let's rock and roll. We have a spicy best reverted or update story to get to. Let's do that. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder. I've got a spicy best of Reddit or update story for you, titled, My 23 female little brother 13 male hasn't said a word since my dad 45 male called him a mistake, plus other things, 2 days ago. My little brother hasn't said a word since my dad called him a mistake 2 days ago.
What?
Ages were OP 23 female, little brother 13 male, dad 45 male. Dude. You don't get to call your kids a mistake. All right. My little brother is the smiliest boy ever. He's extremely cheeky and talks a lot. He also gets into a lot of trouble at school. Not too bad. It's usually just, your son keeps interrupting class. Your son doesn't listen to instructions. Your son is very loud on the bus. Your son may be a bit distracting at times. Like I said, not too bad. My dad says otherwise. My dad and brother don't have the best relationship. In fact, they seem to argue every day. I think it's because my brother isn't the ideal son my dad wanted. Bro is an art kid. Dad is a typical sports guy. I know it isn't right to take sides, but my dad is being a bit much with my brother. He's a good kid, just with a lot of energy. He gets good grades, too, so there really isn't much my dad can use against him. 2 days ago, my brother got into trouble at school again. Apparently, he was talking while the teacher was talking, and when asked to leave the classroom, he refused. I definitely think there's something else that isn't being revealed because my brother just doesn't do that. He'd crack a joke or two, but he wouldn't just swear at the teacher for no reason. My brother hates it when people swear. Oh, was there swearing? I guess so. My dad didn't care if the situation seemed odd. Nope, not at all. He picked him up from school and just shouted at him. According to my mom, my dad called him a mistake, a headache, and a sorry excuse for a son. And that was according to mom, so it's not OP's translation.
Holy shit.
He also made comments about whether he was straight and asked him why he looked like a girl.
What the fuck?
Then on top of it all, he threw away my brother's favorite sketchbook.
What the fuck?
You aren't allowed to be an artist. You aren't. This is the dad who makes his son go out in the backyard and play catch with him and like throws the ball as hard as he can at him. That's this dad.
Fucking black hole.
I went over immediately and tried to talk to him, but on the first day, my dad refused to let me in. My brother left me on red when I texted him and didn't answer any of my calls. I went back again yesterday, and the whole time my brother stayed in his room and refused to talk to me. He didn't go to school or anything either, just stayed in his room all day. I tried talking to him earlier today again, but he just ignored me. I asked my parents why he isn't going to school. He wasn't suspended or anything, and my mom just shrugged and said that dad would deal with it. She also said that he wasn't talking to anybody, so I shouldn't worry too much. Now my mom's getting on my nerves too. This is literally my last resort. I desperately need advice on how I can get my brother to talk to me. I need him to see that I'm there for him and that I love him and that he isn't a mistake, but I just don't know how. Relevant comments by OP. 1, I don't believe he has ADD or ADHD. I asked my aunt as well, and she doesn't think he has either. Thank you, though. I think, as someone else commented, he just gets bored really easy. Obviously, his behavior isn't the best, but it's really not that big of a deal. As I said, he's a good kid. I asked my aunt, and my aunt said she doesn't think so, so I don't think so. Like, everything you're saying sounds like this is an ADHD kid. 2, my mom is pretty weak, but she would always stand up for me when I was younger, and my dad got mad, so I have no clue as to why she's acting so odd. Hell, my dad wasn't ever this bad to me. I was worried about him not eating as well, but my mom reassured me that she's keeping him fed. I don't really believe her, but I'm going back in an hour or two to talk to my brother again. Thanks for your input. 3, I've made it really clear to my parents about whose side I'm on. I texted my brother those exact words too. As for him coming over, it's completely possible. My friend, also roommate, is pretty well off, and space isn't an issue. Plus, it won't be super awkward, considering my brother knows her pretty well. I plan on asking if he wants to stay with me for a bit. Hopefully, I'm able to see him tonight. 4, they literally told him he wasn't wanted. An accident. OP's response, that's the thing though, he wasn't. I remember my mom and dad saying they wanted another baby very clearly. I was around 10 years old when he was born. The only thing wrong with my brother is that he doesn't do sports. That's it. His constant chattering isn't even that big of an issue for my parents, if I'm being honest. Okay, there's an update 3 days later. Before we get into that, it doesn't sound like, sorry, I went full screen with you. It doesn't sound like OP has been able to see him. And
no response.
On the surface, to me right now, like parents being okay with him not going to school tells me they may be trying to cover something up. This kid might have a bruise or something that they don't want the world to see.
What the fuck is wrong with this man-child? And then the mom just like following the dad and just letting it fucking happen while they're ruining his ability to move forward in life. Like they're ruining that, like every day that they keep this behavior up. And it's like, he's not going to be able to recover from the things that were said to him.
Yeah.
And they don't want him because he doesn't do sports. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And you know,
that's insane to me. Like,
everybody
insanity.
behaves that way for a reason, right? So dad probably had a dad.
These aren't even parents. They don't even deserve the mom and dad title.
Agreed. And at least to your point here, I wonder what dad says to mom to make her feel like she can't have an opinion. So mom stood up for OP. What's different? I bet it's different because this is a father-son thing. But
this makes my skin crawl. Like to know like the emotional abuse and possibly physical that's happening in a home, and to know that this is not isolated to like a single person. This happens
right
all over the fucking world. Like it makes me sick to my stomach to know that there are people that think that you're defined by your athletic ability in life, when your artistic ability could be even like this grand thing that you get to share with the world, and they think that you're defined by if you can throw a goddamn football. Like
that's your value.
Fucking pisses me off, like on a level that is making my back sweat.
That was the school I went to, right?
Oh, I know.
It was like your world was tied to your athletic ability, and I was a band kid, so and that's also generational, right? Like that's
I hope
some generational parenting that we're luckily, fading from, but it's a slow ship to turn. And this right now, like everything for me points to there's something they don't want him to see.
This mom not doing jack shit, like not even trying.
Darkest Mercy says if abuse is the case, mom might be abused too, but wouldn't OP have seen it growing up? Unless it didn't start until OP moved out.
He's strictly emotional abuse, and
it could be. It
just degraded her as a person. But like, even with her daughter, she just doesn't seem to like care. Like she doesn't show concern.
And that could be a disassociation, right? And
for sure,
if there is an abuse situation going on, that could be why.
I hope that the sister is able to, like she mentioned, having him stay with her, and I hope that is a viable option.
I hope she at least gets eyes on him.
That she can get him out of this mess. Because it just feels so wrong.
And if you can't, if you keep getting held at arm's length, I would call for a welfare check. Yeah,
100%. 150%.
Update time. You know what? Let's just go ahead and start with the red lights on, because that's where we're at. Update 3 days later. So I don't really know how to make updates, but here I go. By the way, I don't know how to link my other posts, so I'm sorry about that. My brother is fine. He looked absolutely horrible and was a complete mess, but he was all right. I went over last night and my mom let me in. I explained to her that my brother, you can call him Nicky, could stay with me for a while. She was easily convinced. Okay. My dad just told me to make sure Nicky doesn't ruin my life, to which I responded with a big fuck you. He was kind of stunned, but whatever. I absolutely hate him right now. I took everyone's advice and basically told Nicky that I was here for him. I told him that I loved him and that Dad was a major asshole. I told him that I'd buy him more art supplies if he'd like, and told him that he could stay with me for a while. It took some time, but my brother unlocked the door and basically just sobbed in my arms. It was probably the most heartbreaking moment of my life. My little brother just kept crying, and all my parents did was roll their eyes. As of right now, he's fast asleep at my place, and we're going to go shopping for stuff later. He also goes back to school after the weekend. And some people asked if he was in the closet or had ADHD, and to that, all I have to say is that if he was a part of the LGBT community, or if he did have ADHD, I would still love him all the same. I told him that as well, less directly, obviously, and he just smiled. He was pretty exhausted last night. As his older sister, who raised him ever since he was a little baby, these past few days were really tough, but they were much harder on my brother. He's definitely going to be staying with me for a while, and although I can't guarantee anything, I have school and work, I will try my absolute hardest to protect him from my parents. Thank you to everyone who gave advice and support, and thank you so much for worrying about Nicky. I really appreciated it. There's so much we still don't know. Yes, he's out of there.
Holy shit.
But look, this was how many days later? 3 days later? And Dad is still in this heated defensive stance of make sure he doesn't ruin your life.
That is the most. Also, fuck both mom and dad. They don't deserve that title, but fuck them both. Because they both rolled their eyes. Like,
as he was just sobbing.
That is disgusting. Like, that is just absolutely disgusting. I hope that she is able to retain custody of him and not have him go back to that house. Because what the actual fuck is wrong with these people?
There was something that OP said that was really interesting here at the very end of the update. As his older sister, who raised him ever since he was a little baby.
Yeah, well, what is wrong with these people?
Well, okay, that makes me wonder how heavy the parentification was going on while OP was there. And then when OP left, they had to pick up the slack of her not being there.
Yep.
And resented it and resented him for causing them work. Such a pain in the ass that I have to drop you off at school.
So she's reacting like a mother would react.
Yes.
She's reacting like a parent would react that has raised a child from when they were young and cares for them and cares for their well-being. This is the parent. Sister is the parent. Yeah. And I know that she shouldn't have that responsibility, but in this version of events, she does. And she's doing a solid job.
Yep, agreed. So
taking him from that situation.
Green flag for you, sis. Dylan, hang on. Got to call my 13-year-old son and tell him I love him.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, this
kind of abuse, like any kind of abuse, like it makes me fucking sick. Like, it makes me sick to my stomach.
There is still a possible scenario here where mom is abused, and that's why she's reacting the way she's reacting, because everything she does agrees with dad. Because if she doesn't, she's at risk as well. You know what I mean? But even in that situation, like, there's a responsibility to protect your child. Yeah, it's garbage. Darkest Mercy dropped the 2 on the YouTube side, said FTG with fiberglass and mom too. Who does this?
Let's break the frame for these people because
he do it. God's blessed one to drop the 5 doesn't sound like mom and dad raised him at all. Call sis mom. Yeah. Let's do this first. For you, sis, green flags. To do this for your little brother who you have no like legal responsibility for, but you love because he's family and because you had a big part in raising him. Green flags for you. I know a lot of this comes from how you were raised, and there is this like, this detachment from seeing the things that you will someday be like, oh yeah, absolutely, I should have known he had ADHD. There will be those things later on. You're there, and just being there is the most important thing that you can do right now, and being accepting no matter what. So start off green flags for you. Then let's go here for dad, because the official FTG is happening. FTG. Fuck that guy. To show up and just immediately treat this kid like a piece of shit because this kid isn't just like him. Your children are not you. You contain a lot of different ingredients, and you don't pass all those ingredients along. You don't pass them all along at the same strength that you have them. Plus, you have a child with another person who has all of their own ingredients as well. You're going to get a very unique human being there. They are not going to be just like you. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Learning to accept their individuality is the best thing that you can do for them, and encourage their individuality. Dad probably came from a cookie cutter upbringing and wanted to enforce that same cookie cutter upon him. And it's probably all he knows. And because now he's faced with a kid that he's never dealt with that. He doesn't know how to deal with that. His short circuit is to just blame the kid for it and just take out all of his anger and his fear on him. Call him a failure. Treat him like a failure. Some abuse may have happened there. Well, we know emotional abuse definitely did. Some physical abuse might have as well. The locked door and him staying in his room for like days and days scares the shit out of me. Yeah, but let's go ahead and do this for mom and dad both. One-way trip to the black hole. Okay. Tata Rooney is on her way out the door to go get Navy Thunder. Navy will be coming back up to hang out with us here in a little bit. The first new studio stream that she'll be hanging out on. Look at that. Just look at it. That's rough. And you know that's happening all around us, all the time. You know it is. Game Bunny says, I totally understand locked door kid. I think a lot of us do. The Roshko, thank you. We're still working on it. Elise just took pain meds. You're just laying here with your healing pad. You might pass out during this live. We'll do our best. And is that the first two-parent trip to the black hole? It might be. Yeah, it might be. We had to get the two-seater out. Pluto, we're doing well. How are you doing? Actually, I slept for like an hour and a half last night, and it's been a crazy couple of weeks, so my brain is mush. But I'm here, and we're having fun. We're having a good time. Joyce, that story was titled, let me scroll back up to find it. Can't use my outline. It's been removed. It was my 23 female, little brother, 13 male, hasn't said a word since my dad, 45 male, called him a mistake 2 days ago. You probably just search, called him a mistake, and that should get it to you. Rebel, the best thing to do with frustration is to research and find solutions. There you go. Yeah, it would be. Try to find an actual solution, right? Jessica, hello from Utah. Hello! Hello, Katie Bean, making the dentist better. Heck yes. Okay, quick check-in here. We are at 625 at 25 hundo on the Finger Heart goal right now. Michelle Tessie D sent out a gifted membership on the YouTube side. We've got...
We're at 9 of 15.
At 9 of 15 on the YouTube side for the Petty Revenge. Tony Spark is keeping track manually here. Shadowographer, welcome to the Gosh Heck It Thunder crew on the YouTube side. Look at that. Grey Dragon with the dinosaur. Thanks so much for the love. Twilight, Ali Lawana, Aunt Sue, Ashley Ergol, Joyce Brown, Doroshko, Sally, Rockwolf, Lexi, Sherry Medic, Jersey Blind Girl. Thank you guys so much for the love. All those finger hearts and more coming through there. Chloe in Australia. Hello. It's good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Blingle? Is that it? BL Lingle? Am I saying that? Blingle? So happy to be here. We're happy you're here as well. Thanks for hanging out with us. Game Bunny, you were called a mistake. You're still dealing with it at 47-ish. I don't know how you could not. That just gets baked into you. All right. I'm back up to story number 2, right? Tony Spark. We just adopted him for a moment. Tony Spark will be playing the role of Candy Thunder here for a bit. Are you gonna actually sit? Well, you could just push your chair away.
I was going to. I just wasn't time yet.
We've got to.
I was trying to get to the story.
We got to say hi.
Hello.
We're gonna get to the story in 30 seconds.
Hello.
Next
story, please.
As soon as I said Tony Thunder, I had to explain this because for the past couple of days, Navy Thunder has been really confused at how Tony Spark isn't a member of our family. She's like, but Tony's not family? And I'm like, well, he's a member of like our work
Listen,
family.
it gets complicated if you start. Yeah.
How many families are you a part of?
A lot.
Yeah, I figured.
A lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will dive into this story and we'll bring Tony Spark in for feedback, or Tony Thunder as he will be called today. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder once again. I have a Bridezilla's story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for kicking my maid of honor out for her boyfriend buying a cruise Bach ticket? Batch? Ben Geek said Bach. It's Batch. Bachelorette ticket? Am I the astronaut for kicking my maid of honor out for her boyfriend buying a cruise bachelorette ticket? There, that's easier to understand. That's easier. Would you like to start a poll there, sir? Poll has started. Am I the astronaut for kicking my maid of honor out for her boyfriend buying a cruise bachelorette ticket? I haven't been part of too many bachelorette parties, so seems like something he should not do and something that maid of honor okayed for him to do. There was probably a discussion, escalation. She refused to budge, so yeah, he kicked her out. I'm going NTA. I'm sure it's a little more complicated than that, but you know. Don't understand. So I'm guessing there was a bachelorette party cruise. It's supposed to be just the the bridal party, the bride side of the bridal party. Batch, yeah, Ninetail, yeah. The band geek came out. So a bachelorette cruise, maid of honor's boyfriend came along. I'm going NTA for kicking maid of honor out because who wants that? Yeah, girls only. Margarita sending out a gifted membership on the YouTube side. Received by Taurus Got a Story. Tori's got a story. Now it makes sense. Thank you. Welcome to the Gosh Heck It fam. All right. What are our poll results here, sir?
62% NTA, 18% ESH, ASCON 2, 3, and 4 all at 5%, and ASCON 1 and Black Hole at 1%.
Okay. All right. He could be controlling. Yeah, it could be boyfriend doesn't trust maid of honor. Could be that kind of thing. Could be. Oh, Margarita sending out another one. Kelvin, welcome to the Gosh Shake Thunder Crew. Margarita, rockstar. All right, am I the astronaut for kicking my maid of honor out for her boyfriend buying a cruise batch ticket? My 26 female wedding is in February, and my bachelorette is in 12 days. My maid of honor 27 female was awesome in the beginning and in the middle, and then she got a new boyfriend. I'm not exactly his biggest fan. They've been together 7 months or so, and she's already had issues with him talking to other girls. Anyways, first it starts out that about a month ago, she lets him ask me if he can come on to my bachelorette cruise. Of course I said no. That's crazy. He told me I couldn't stop him. Well, true, but okay. Maybe he's not crazy enough to do that. Cut to a few days ago, she tells me his mom and his sister are going on the same cruise line, but one day after us. Okay. Cut to today. There's been developments. He's coming now instead of his sister, not on a cruise the next day, the same exact day. Mind you, you haven't been able to change the name on this cruise for about 2 months now. I know this because we had someone who wasn't able to go anymore for personal reasons, which is fine. So that means that either A, he's known he was going on this cruise for a minimum of 2 months, or B, he bought the ticket post-conversation. I did remove her from my bridal party today. She deleted me on everything first. And also, my bridal shower was November 1st. We've had this date planned for a year now. Come October 1st, she had nothing done and didn't plan on saying anything. And that's not to say I wouldn't have done it myself. I never expect others to do for me. I offered. She said no. I had other people who wanted to do it for me, but she said no. But 4 weeks away from the date, time had slipped away from her. We've been friends for about 9 to 10 years now. So, am I the astronaut for kicking her out of my bridal party? Edited to add, the girl's idea was Disney World. I thought that was far too expensive for a bachelorette. I suggested a cruise, and they loved it because $300 for an all-inclusive weekend trip.
I would like to go on that, please.
Where is this cruise?
I would like to go, please.
It's a 3-day cruise, and we only live 2 hours from the port. I was paying for the port parking. I was driving. I was paying for the gas. I paid for the lodging for the night before all of us, so we didn't have to rush to the port the next morning. Still am. I paid for my own bachelorette ticket. Not that I ever would have expected them to pay for me, and yes, they all asked when we booked this a year ago, before the boyfriend was even a thought, but I said no. I paid my own way. I'm not asking for a gold star either, just some important info that people have asked for in other subs. Figured I'd answer those questions already. Edited to add 2. I didn't force them on a cruise. I would have been just as happy doing something at home. Now, ex-maid of honor wanted to do my bridal shower at a venue. I begged for it to just be at home, anyone's home. She didn't allow my sister, also a bridesmaid, to help whatsoever. When my sister finally stepped in and told her she was taking over, she said she hadn't gotten a guest list together. Guests weren't even invited until about 3 weeks out. We ended up having it at my sister's house. It was wonderful. Also, I was going to post our text, but apparently I can't add photos, so boo. Okay, let's talk about this. See, what I don't understand, maybe I just need to scroll back up and just missed it in my brain, was that she found out boyfriend was coming the next day. Did they never talk when OP found that out? Did OP and maid of honor not have a conversation? Like, because maid of honor just blocked her on everything or deleted her on everything. And then OP basically returned fire. So they just, what happened in there? That's
First things first. I would like to go on this $300 cruise, please, because even if it's 3 days, I would rather spend $300 on a cruise than what I usually spend $300 on in a weekend.
That's...
I would like to go on this cruise. I don't care if it's $300 and the ship just kind of goes out a little ways, anchors for a day, and then comes back. Yeah. I'll take it. I'd go.
You can't get a hotel room for $100 a night. Like, that's wild.
So, OP, let me know about this cruise. I'd like to know about it.
Tony Spark would like to come on your bachelorette.
Yeah.
Cruise.
No, this is just weird. I don't know why there's clearly I think must be some, it sounds like she should have trust issues with him because he's been talking to other girls, but he must have trust issues with her, which is probably tracks because if he's a cheater, then he's like naturally worried about her cheating because he's a cheater. So maybe he's like, no, you can't go. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
yes.
Yeah. Cause he's like, oh, I don't, you going on a cruise with a bunch of girls getting drunk, whatever. I better go to make sure you don't get into trouble. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know, but I don't know where this guy thinks he needs to or gets to go on a bachelorette party. I don't get that.
I got to scroll back up here. Because still, the whole, like, they didn't talk. Cut to today, there's been developments. He's coming now instead of his sister, not on a cruise day, the same. So they did talk. She basically told him that, oh no, he's coming, and they're coming on the same day. So Maid of Honor probably knew about this.
Yeah.
But OP, I'm like, I think this kind of describes the friendship that you have with Maid of Honor that you've known for 9 or 10 years. She got a new boyfriend, and that new boyfriend took immediate precedence over your wedding, which she was already dropping the ball on. Not great. And then whenever this happened, she knew it was wrong. That's why she went ahead and just deleted you on everything. So,
which is also a wild move. Like, I don't get that. So is the developments that they get into a huge fight over it?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's weird.
Because the next day, oh no, it was that day. Cut to today, there's been developments, and she said I did remove her from my bridal party today. So Maid of Honor basically fed the line and been like, oh, so now he's coming now. So either just bought the ticket, or he's been going for at least 2 months. And it could be because he's controlling and he's projecting, and you know he's an overjealous person.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Maid of Honor is allowing it to happen. So look, if you're going to allow that to happen, fine. That's your call. I don't have to allow it to ruin my bachelorette party. So deuces. So now the funny part is Maid of Honor is not going on the bachelorette cruise anymore. Oh, or is she?
Well, I mean, is she still going? Are they still? I mean, what are they going to do? I doubt they can just get their money back on it and just be like, oh,
I think they're still going, but is Maid of Honor's boyfriend and mom?
Yeah, I mean, is this just going to be like really awkward at the buffet line, or how's this going to go down? I don't know.
Hey, OP, please update us after this cruise. I know it's not till February. No, the wedding's in February.
Wedding's in February.
The Bachelorette is in 12 days. When was this posted?
4 days.
4 days ago. 8 days. 8 days. It's at 8 days. Okay.
We need to know what happens. Also, I need you to drop the cruise.
Wait, 4 days ago would have been the 3rd, 12 days.
So we're
it's
about
the 15th.
a week out.
It's the 15th. You leave on the 15th. We don't know. I don't know when this will post, but assuming it's after the 15th of January, please let us know if they were on that cruise, and if they were, how awkward things got.
And drop the link in the comments for this
cruise. For the cruise. Oh yeah, JB Travel Agent. I did want to go up there. Member for 2 months, and the Gosh Heck Thunder Cruise says cruising is that cheap. I can help you book a trip. Sometimes 3rd, 4th, and 5th guests sail for free.
Well, I have a 1 guest, so can we make that guest go for free?
JB Travel Agent, everybody over on the YouTube side.
We listen. The Thunders would gladly. The Thunders and Sparks would gladly love to go on a cruise and make a ton of content to promote that cruise line while we're on that cruise for a complimentary cruise. I'm just saying. I'm just putting the pitch out there. Would we not?
Well, I'm sorry, I was reading a comment.
Oh, sorry. I was distracted by the cruise. Well, okay. I said that the Thunders and Sparks would make content on a cruise to promote the cruise for a complimentary cruise. We would be willing to, out of the goodness of our hearts and free cruises, to go and to make a bunch of content. I just saw a creator that I follow on there. He's like 18, like a travel kid. He goes around all these places. He's like, he turned 18, realizes he has free will. And so he goes and does whatever he wants, and he travels, makes all these crazy things. He was just on a cruise with a whole bunch of creators, and I'm pretty sure they were all on this cruise for free. And they just made a bunch of content, and they posted the content, and they were on a cruise for free. And it was a shame because they were 18 and couldn't even take advantage of the drink package. Which, can you adequately make videos reviewing a cruise without the drink package and drink tastings and bartenders and bartending bar reviews? No, you can't. That's why you need Tony Spark to rep your cruise line.
I don't drink.
Okay. That's why you need Tony Spark to rep the drinking part of the cruise line, and the Thunders to tackle the family aspect of it.
So I did want to address some of the comments here in chat, because they were saying, did they cancel going on the cruise? Are they still going on the cruise? The cruise was OP's idea, because former Maid of Honor's idea was Disney. She said that's going to be way too expensive. So the cruise was the alternative. So what she was saying about wishing it would be at home was when she was talking about her bridal shower. That was ex-Maid of Honor wanted that to be at a venue. OP begged for that to be at home. Anyone's home. She didn't allow blah, 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 blah. But yes, the cruise is still happening. So
yeah, there's going to be, I want to know what kind of drama is going to happen on that cruise.
Yeah.
Because they can't just go to the cruise line and go, we need our money back because we're out of the wedding now. I don't think it works that way.
No, I don't think so.
Especially a week out from the cruise. Like, you're not just going to, I don't know. I don't know. But cruise lines, hit us up.
Yeah.
Hit us up. We would love to make content on your cruise ship. Yeah, they have soda and juice packages too. Candy Thunder could do reviews of all the different Diet Cokes from all the different Diet Coke stations and restaurants, and then I could do all the bar reviews. It'd be great.
Yeah, I'm down.
It'd be great.
I mean, I'd love to go.
I think it'd be amazing.
Who goes to Disney for a bachelorette unless you're a millionaire? Yeah, I can't imagine how crazy expensive that would be. Dylan, Disney cruise drinks are expensive. You got to get one of those cruises where all the drinks are included, right? What kind of cruise doesn't have included drinks?
Well, you have to get the drink package. It's not included.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
and the soda package is not included either. You have to get a soda package. That's a whole thing.
You got to get the air package if you want to breathe. You got to get the bedding package if you want to have sheets and a comforter.
I mean, the soda package, I care. No, drink packages. There you go.
Yeah. So,
well, I heard they have limits on the drink package, so we might need to read the fine print on this. I don't know. Although some guy didn't make it. Didn't make it back to port.
After reviewing the drink package?
Well, after allegedly, he got served like 33 drinks or something in a day and didn't make it.
In a whole day?
Yeah, in a day. Which I was like, kind of like, lightweight.
That's what I was going to say. It's like, that's light work for Tony.
Well, it depends. It depends if we're talking beers. It depends. That is a lot. That's a lot. Like just volume wise, that's
33 Long Island teas.
No wonder. But yeah. 30 plus drinks. That was crazy.
The water's all sulfury too, isn't it? So it is free magic?
Well, it's not sulfury. What are you talking?
The water?
I don't know. Why would it be sulfury?
I was thinking it was like it's different on a cruise. I don't know. I've been on one cruise.
I don't know. I've been wanting to go on a cruise for so long. I've just been wanting to go for so long. I don't know why. I've never been on a cruise with the drink package either. So
drinking game.
I know.
Drinking game every time Tony says package, and then
he
said package like
the last cruise that I got to go on was a family moon, and when my dad got married, and they did not purchase the drink package because they didn't think I needed that. So they were prepared to pay for my drinks instead of doing the drink package.
Well, that was the math. That was
but it worked. It worked because then subconsciously I'm like, okay, I drank less because I was like, nah, you got to pay for the drinks. But they thought that the drink package wasn't a necessity.
So you had to limit yourself.
Yeah.
You basically had to muzzle yourself.
I mean, the bartenders knew my name by the second day. Oh, Mr. Anthony.
You used up the entire
we basically each had a room credit that came with the package that we were in, and mine went to the bar. But I could have saved a little money on the drink package, I think.
Yeah.
But apparently it was not deemed a necessity.
Angelique, Norita has a $15 limit on drink package, and you pay the remaining amount.
Okay. Well, at least they don't cut you off. I could do that.
Huh.
I'd be good after 15. I could coast.
So, Hasral, it's your birthday. Why are you not on a cruise with a drink package? Exactly. See?
I agree.
Angel dropped the 5 on the YouTube side. He got aggressive and was subdued with an injectable sedative. Does not mix with mass alcohol. That was the cause of death.
Yeah. I knew there's some story. I just saw the headline of the guy had 33 drinks on the cruise.
Good gravy.
I was like, challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
What is the official determination? It's NTA.
NTA, yeah, I agree. NTA.
There we go. NTA. Now she's still going to show up on the cruise with her boyfriend and his mom. So we really need to know how that went. We're going to need pictures. Probably going to need video evidence. Please capture what goes down. If you see this before then, if you see this after then just recap it for us, please. Give us the TLDR at least.
Also, Stacy on YouTube says she wants to see Thunder and Spark on a Disney cruise. I'm sorry, I draw the line at a Disney cruise. That's too many children. That's too many kids running around. That's too much going on. Although my dad did go on a Disney cruise with my stepbrother and their kids, and he's like, it actually wasn't that bad. He's like, it wasn't
because you expect it to be like
just chaos of
a daycare
of sugar-ridden children just running around and exhausted, broke parents who are frustrated, and that I don't need that. I want a chair by the pool with the frozen cocktail in my hand, and then a sunburn every day. That's what I want. That's what I want. Maybe hit the little casino at night. I did shut down the casino every night at the last one I was on, but there was a lot of old people, so I was about the latest one up every night at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
But little casino action, hey, go catch a little show in the theater. Maybe go to the little cabaret lounge or something. I don't know. But I don't need Disney cruise. I'm out. I would love for the Thunders to get to experience a Disney cruise, but I would also like for us to go on another regular cruise. Maybe we can just become cruise influencers. I don't know, but I just want to cruise. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I don't know that I could do it a lot. Like a really long cruise. I don't know. Like 3 days is pretty good. 5 max, probably. No. How much sugar has Tony had today? I don't know. We're going to find out.
I just get excited thinking about warm weather and drinks.
He gets excited about boats and booze.
Boats and booze.
Cruise is both of those
it's
things
everything.
Put together.
It's fantastic. Yeah, that's it. That's all you want.
Terabyte member for 11 months says a girl went on a cruise and stashed away like 100 cups to make a 5-foot pyramid in her room. New trend incoming. So you make the drink cup pyramid. There you go. That's the way to do it. It's giving frat vibes. 15 5-hour energies. Dark Lord, yeah. 15 5-hour energies. Boats and booze, I'm telling you. That's his number 1 and 2. And a cruise is those two things put together. So it's like
it's like warmth and sunshine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All that. The beach.
Space Cadet Alley. Overkill Mill event. Overkill dropping the hundo finger hearts there. We are at 1962 at 25 hundo. That will once again unlock the lightning round with Kate and Thunder. We're still rocking 10 of 15 on the YouTube side for the $5 supers, $5 and up supers. That unlocks the Petty Revenge reward story. Candy Koala, Melissa Elliott, Fran, Shelb, Sam Gilmore dropping the 529 finger hearts. Good gravy. Shelbs, Doroshko, Adri, Sam with another 571. Man, carrying us here. Just Mags, Rockwolf, Jenny Lynn, Gracie K, Angie, thank you so much. Allie jumping in on the figure hearts. Tammy Lee jumping in on them. Heck yes, 80%. We're moving. All right. In the meantime, we'll get to the next story here. You want 3? Do I need to save this for Candy Thunder's return? We're pivoting. Yeah. What's up, Bay Fox? Yeah. Okay. All right. We're skipping 3. We'll come back to that after Candy Thunder returns. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder once again with another story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for stopping my coworker's kid from using my lunch fridge? My lunch fridge? It's like a fridge just for lunch? Am I the astronaut for stopping my coworker's kid from using my lunch fridge? Inflection feels weird there. Am I the astronaut for stopping my coworker's kid from using my lunch fridge? You know what I mean? Like, the lunch fridge is really tripping me up. I don't know why. But it's your lunch fridge. You told the kid not to use it. Depending on how you did that, it should be an NTA situation. But look, if this 5-year-old kid came up and was like, I want to put my thing in the fridge. And you're like, fuck off, kid. Yeah, there's an asshole version of this. I'm hoping you didn't go that direction. A little personal fridge. Like, how small are these lunch fridges?
It's big enough for like a Lunchable.
Just a Lunchable. It's basically a lunchbox with an ice pack in it. Classroom fridge.
Okay, the results are in. NTA 67%, ESH. Oh wait, no, that just changed on me. NTA 72%, ESH 12%, and a smattering across the board.
A smattering. Not fair to the other kids. Yeah, we'll just have to. I mean, I just envision this to be like an office setting, but it could be a school or something. I don't know. Let's find out. Am I the astronaut for stopping my coworker's kid from using my lunch fridge? Hey, it's Candy Thunder and Navy Thunder. Hi. You want to come say hi? Come on. Hurry over before we start reading the story. Come on. The first Navy Thunder appearance on stream at the new studio and in 2026 here. Rocking Hello Kitty today. How was school? School good? Was school fun? Mwah. Yeah? Okay. All right, I'm going to read the story. You can hang out in the sound booth if you want. It's far enough away where it'll be okay. Oh, you got a snack. Okay, here we go. She'll be in kindergarten next year. She's in pre-K right now. All right, am I the astronaut for stopping my coworker's kid from using my lunch fridge? I work in a small office. There are 8 of us. No break room, just a mini kitchenette with one fridge, a microwave, and a coffee maker. One of my coworkers, Nina, sometimes brings her son, Leo, 12 female, in with her. Okay, 12 male. Okay. One of my coworkers, Nina, sometimes brings her son, Leo, 12 male, in with her for the last hour of the day when his school ends early. Gosh dang it, I'm butchering these words. One of my coworkers, Nina, sometimes brings her son, Leo, 12 male, in with her for the last hour of the day when his school ends early. He usually sits in the conference room with headphones on and does homework. Quiet kid, not a big deal. A few months ago, I started bringing my own lunches because eating out every day was getting expensive. I keep stuff in the fridge like leftovers, yogurt, drinks, and that kind of thing. It saves me money. I noticed my food was going faster than it should. At first, I thought I was just forgetting what I had eaten. Then one day I opened my lunch bag and the yogurt I had brought that morning was gone. Later that afternoon, I saw Leo eating the same brand of yogurt at the conference table. It had my name written on the lid in marker. I didn't say anything, and Nina was busy, so it felt awkward to bring up over a yogurt. Words hard are words. And Nina was busy, so it felt awkward to bring up over a yogurt. Over the next couple of weeks, it kept happening. Not huge things, just little stuff disappearing. Juice boxes, granola bars, a leftover sandwich. It was always things that were easy to grab. Last week, I finally said something to Nina. I told her I wasn't mad, but Leo had been taking food from the fridge that was mine, and I would appreciate it if he didn't. She looked surprised and said that she'd talked to him. Since then, Leo hasn't touched my food, but Nina has also stopped chatting with me since I brought it up. No more small talk about random things. No more asking how my weekend was. Everything is polite but short. Nothing dramatic has happened, but I feel the shift, which doesn't feel good to me. I keep wondering if I should have just let it go, because it wasn't a lot of food, and now things are kind of awkward. Now I'm afraid I'm seen as the Karen. Am I the astronaut?
Joey doesn't share food.
Does it now seem like the time to use a shredder?
Is that the path we want to go down? Nothing to see here.
Beat up. Rock steady.
Yeah.
What were you supposed to do? Have a bike chain on your lunchbox and put everything in it and leave nothing out there like that can be grabbed otherwise? What are you supposed to do? It's either you put your food in some kind of Fort Knox program inside of that fridge. Also, the actual situation here and the title do not match. It's not using your fridge. It's taking your stuff from the community fridge. I don't know what you're supposed to do other than what you did. You brought it up like you weren't pissed about it. You're just like, hey, I'd really appreciate it if you didn't take my food. But maybe Nina presented this to her son as go grab whatever's in there. You know, it could be her choice. But why would she be resentful about this now? Why would she be cold shouldering OP?
Sounds like Nina should start bringing some snacks for Leo because Leo's just, stealing snacks. It's not cool to steal food.
Agreed. So do you think maybe she's taking this as like a failure on her part? And that's why she's kind of reclused a little bit. But it sounds like it's just OP. OP has felt the shift. So it's not with everybody. It's with OP directly. Maybe this is a little bit of like fortune telling, cognitive distortion here, OP, because you're guessing at what's happening here. Just ask. Be like, hey, I noticed you've been a little distant with me since we had that conversation. When I brought it up, I wasn't mad about it. I just, would prefer to have the stuff that I brought. It's easier to plan. But it seems like you are trying to keep distance with me now, and I want to make sure that you know that I wasn't upset. I just wanted it to stop. And maybe that will at least start the conversation here, because right now, silence allows the other party to write their own story, write their own response, to be able to determine their own ending to things. So don't allow that silence to just fill with question marks and to write your own narrative for it. Just ask.
Yeah.
There may be a perfectly reasonable explanation. Maybe she's just embarrassed.
Listen, Leo.
We don't know.
Pause off. The food doesn't belong to you, Leo. Maybe she's just feeling like she told him and then he wasn't listening, and then she's like, "Oh, maybe he thinks I'm just a bad mom and a bad parent."
Yeah. So maybe
it's do it, but like
it's embarrassment.
Okay, so tell your kid, listen, kid, no more snacks, no more food out of there, or just bring. I think the easiest solution here is just bring snacks when your kid's there. Keep snacks for the kid, or bring them for the kid.
How funny would it be when Nina finally brings snacks for Leo that she has it in like a locked thing in the fridge?
Well, no, then OP needs to go and he's be like, "This is mine.
This mine."
Yes, it's like,
and just keep track and be like, I will continue to skim from your snacks until you've repaid all the things you took from me.
With interest, obviously.
With interest, yes. Maybe she was giving him the snacks, Kitty Cat Queen. I kind of think that might have been the thing, but yeah, she just needs to bring stuff for him. But the bottom line for me, OP, is that I think you need to just talk to her, talk to Nina. I don't think right now you don't know, and there's no way to know until you have that conversation.
Yeah.
So am I the astronaut for stopping my coworker's kid from using my lunch fridge? Nah.
NTA.
There it is. The official determination is NTA.
NTA.
Kids are bad at understanding social etiquette. KV. Yeah. And a lot of adults too. So, this could be a very, very simply explained thing.
But social etiquette is one thing though, but if you've been told not to do something and you continue to do it, right? Like that's because she told him, right? Then he told her, he's like, "Hey," and then I thought she said she was going to talk to him. Down.
Yeah, she said, but he's not taking them anymore.
Oh, he's not.
No,
I thought he was still taking
them. No, he hasn't taken any of her food, but Nina's been distant.
Oh.
Nina's been like avoiding.
Maybe she's just embarrassed. Maybe she feels bad. I don't know.
Shinryota, Nina could have said, "I'm sorry, it won't happen again. What do I owe you?" Yeah, but
he wasn't like pissed off or angry. No. He's like, "Tell your kid," like he was just like, "Hey." Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but I still think those awkward situations, like our brains will write their own narratives, and they don't have to. Just ask. But it's NTA. All right. We get a little bit of catch up in the in-between here, and I think we're going to jump back to the story number 2 so that we can get Tater involved in it. What's up, Buttons? We are close to unlocking Lightning Round with Caden Thunder here. Buttons, Mariah Collins, Alexia Marie, Allie Bean, Michelle, Minions, G, Ant, Rock Wolf, Lady Bella, Annie Butcher, She Wolf, Quatre.
We're 160 away.
160 finger hearts
from hitting the Lightning Round with the one and only, the always entertaining Caden Thunder.
Heck yeah. Joyce, Allie Lawana, Rock Wolf, Jarby, Pug Bomb. Thank you guys so much. Tell your kid to keep their grubby paws off my girt. There you go, Dark Lord. Yeah. Girts. Girt's a word that probably shouldn't exist. It really shouldn't. Book Nerd Goddess, didn't see the change, just read your handle. So we still see the @ usernames.
We hit the goal.
Elise, wonder if Nita's telling him to take it because they're tight on money. It could be. It absolutely could be. All right, let me give some thanks for that before it resets itself, and then we can start lightning. You want to start Lightning Round or read the bounce back story? Okay, we'll just dive right into Lightning Round. Sam Gilmore leading the way again at 55 hundo. Holy cow. Violet in the number 2 spot at 1160. We got Astro Fidget Feline in the number 3 spot at 675. I love that. Thank you guys so much. Overkill Mill in the number 4 spot. And then we got Nicole Perez, Wonder Woman, Sarah Rosales, Ali Lawana, Melissa Elliott, Pug Mom, Rock Wolf, Jersey Blind Girl, Aunt Sue, Just Mags, Allie, Adventures with Pam, Doroshko, Sally, Elise, Emmy Castro, Joyce Brown, Yvette, Caitlin Pelletier Arts, Tammy Lee, Boo Boo, Sarah Barracuda, Sherry Medic, Trixie Witch, Ashley Ergel, K Beck, Mariah Collins, Steph Riddle, Fran, Smashley, Tony Sparks, Shelb, Stephen Aiken, Debbie Cook, Krista Museum Girl, Annie Butcher, Anna Maria Ortiz, Topaz, Flowers, Kita, Candy Koala, and Malin Yeager. Thank you guys so much for the love. Greatly appreciate it. You have unlocked Lightning Round. Let me get the next one set up right quick, and then we'll dive right in there. The next thing we can unlock, TikTok side, is a cake reward story and confetti for the first time ever in this studio. No. And Tony Spark. Yeah, not looking forward to cleaning up the confetti from carpet. We have carpet. Looks like it's a very thin office carpet here instead of the polished concrete like we had previously, or the sealed concrete. We do have a working. I replaced the filter in the shop vac this morning. Yep, we're good to go. Good to go. Let me find this one. Where? Oh. Okay, I will find something different. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Hopefully, everybody has that.
That's 1,000.
I'm sorry, I thought that was 100. I'm like, yes, yeah, no, fine. There you go. Yeah. Well, I said I was going to do this quickly. I was wrong. Okay, we are going for the hand hearts. For Cake Story, and Confetti, and Tony Spark. He's got a cruise pitch to talk about in VIP. Get a carpet sweeper. We've got a vacuum that we brought over. It's solid. It's a Shark vacuum. It works real good. But we'll have to figure out what's gonna work here. Michelle, got to get one of those manual vacuum type things. Like the old school, like just basically like a. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is now time for lightning round. I have a button for this, right? Don't I have a button for this? I do. Here it is. Oh yeah, lightning round time with Caden Thunder. Casey Hall, you need a cake story. It's your birthday. Hey, heck yeah, we're gonna work on unlocking one for you. Happy gosh second birthday to you also.
Hey.
Caden Thunder in the hizzy. Look at that. First time we're getting Caden Thunder up here in the new studio.
That's true.
2026.
This is my first appearance.
What do you think of the new studio so far?
I like it. I just woke up here. I only exist when
You spawned in.
I only exist when the streams are on. I'm not a real person. I only exist for the streams, and I just spawned in, and it seems pretty nice. So
It's like that.
Last time I was awake was like what?
That was a long time ago. Wasn't here.
Whenever I was
It
last
was
on the
last
stream.
year.
That's when I last existed. Yeah.
Last year, for sure. It's homey. It is coming together.
It is
A little bit
I
at
like
a time.
I like the carpet. It's got carpet, and our previous place did not have carpet, so that's kind of nice. Kind of gives it a
Between the carpet and the
roomy-
drop ceilings,
roomy, homey
which we
feel.
did not have at either place, and I wanted to get rid of both of those things
Yeah.
when we came here, but I'm glad we didn't because the sound is
sound is great.
Yeah, sound is good, and it just it's more homey. Look at that.
Yeah.
Hey, Darian, dropping the 2. Remember to like the live. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, we're gonna dive in on lightning round. As a reminder, lightning round are short stories. We're gonna read through those. We have how long to discuss? 30 seconds or 60?
It's going to be kind of random. It's 30 seconds, 45 seconds.
All right, we're gonna get a very short amount of time to discuss. Whenever Jean-Luc Peacock squawks, that marks the end of our time, and we'll move on to the next one. Squeaks, squawk, squawk. All right, here's the first one for lightning round with Caden Thunder. Will I be the astronaut for choosing my friend as a graduation partner over girlfriend? At my school, high school, you get to pick who your walking partner is for graduation. This is the person you basically sit with, walk with, and go up on stage after and before with. My girlfriend of 2 years 100% wants to do it together, but I already had in mind to pick my best friend, male of 14 years. We've stuck together through basically everything that's happened growing up, and I thought it would be nice since we're going to most likely part ways while my girlfriend and I will be closer. Will I be the astronaut if I choose my friend? Clock's ticking.
I'm happy I wore my blue underpants today because I'm not even wearing blue underwear. Take over. This isn't going well already. Take over. My blue underwear was going to help save the day, but I lost it. I lost the plot. I think that if your girlfriend was truly the one for you, she would understand the importance of doing it with your friend.
Why does she want to do it? I guess that's my question. And just talk to her.
Because she's his girlfriend. She
Right,
wants to
but-
be picked. It's about being picked to her. It's about
Pick me, choose
nostalgia
me,
for
love
him.
me. No, you're not going to be an astronaut. You might be to your girlfriend, though,
I don't
so be
think she-
prepared to have those conversations.
I don't think she cares so much about you picking her as much as you not picking her.
Does she want to be seen by people, or does she want to be picked by you?
I think that's it.
All right, there's the end of that one. Diving into our next one here. What do you guys think about that? Why?
They said they've been dating for 2 years, Tree Witch.
2 years versus, long time frame. You're not going to be the astronaut, but she may think you are, and you're just going to have to be prepared to deal with that. All right. Okay. All right, here's this next one for lightning round. Am I the astronaut for eating the last slice of cake my roommate told me not to touch? Yes. He said it was for later and then left town for 4 days with 0 follow-up instructions. By day 3, I felt the cake deserved closure. He came home, opened the fridge, and stared at me like I had kicked his dog. Eating the last bite, the last slice of cake someone told you not to take.
Take him.
Take him? I don't know where you are. I don't know who you are, but I will find you.
Sometimes in life there's lemons and sometimes in life there's lemonade, and neither of those things pertain to this story at all, but you shouldn't have eaten that cake.
But
I said what I said, damn it.
as someone who always, thinks in the best interest of the cake, a slice of cake sitting for 3 days, statute of limitations does go up at some point, but it wasn't yours. If this was a husband-wife situation, I'd say the statute of limitations probably exists.
What if he was making compost?
No, he wanted to eat his cake.
Are you sure?
But I don't.
He said it was for later. You never know what later is for.
That's true. I don't know.
I've seen American Pie.
It wasn't. Okay. Here's the third lightning round story. Am I the astronaut for locking up my snacks so my family can't take them without asking? 22 male here. I buy my own snacks with my allowance from internship. If I leave them in the kitchen, they get eaten, so I keep them in my room. Even then, my family, parents and younger siblings, take them without asking. I've asked them multiple times to at least ask first, but they say it's not a big deal and laugh it off. After it kept happening, I bought a small lockbox and started keeping my snacks locked up. Now my family says I'm being selfish and mean for not sharing. To be honest, I don't mind sharing if people ask, but I really don't want my own things taken without permission. Am I the astronaut? We've had another story like this where someone had like very worldly, eclectic kind of snacks that they were keeping locked up. No, you're not the astronaut. You bought those things with your money specifically for you, and people were taking advantage of it. So NTA.
Damn straight.
Damn straight. Have you ever had to hide things that you wanted to keep for yourself from your girlfriend?
Me?
Yeah.
Not really. I kind of just eat. I don't know. Yeah, not
kind of just eat.
Yeah, not really. I mean, but
if there was like the last piece of something
when it's
that you
just
really
like,
wanted to be yours.
When it's just like 2 people in an apartment, though, that's not really. I feel like as much of an issue as opposed to like a whole family stealing snacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the marriage discussion about the last slice of something is a very different one.
I'm just always operating under the assumption the last slice is not mine.
Yeah. Amy Castro, good point here. Don't your parents share a roof with you for free? You may wish to rethink your NTA, but think. My deal here is there was a boundary created and not respected. They laugh about it and then go take it anyway. So, fucking chicken. Here's our next one. Am I the astronaut for turning off my neighbor's Bluetooth speaker every morning while he showers? Our walls are paper thin, and he blasts sad breakup country at 6 a.m. like he's headlining a therapy session. I finally synced to his speaker and shut it off mid-chorus. He confronted me and asked if I had been messing with his speaker. I admitted I did because it was a bit much. Now he's furious and says I violated his healing process. Am I the astronaut?
I would have turned his sad country into WAP.
Oh! Well, that would be something. It sounds like OP just shut it off.
I can't. I couldn't go to sleep because then I'd be singing along.
We just shut it off. But look, I mean, I feel like there's a compromise there. Like, look, you don't want me to pause your Bluetooth speaker? Don't blast it so that it's reverberating through my entire living space as well. Like you're in the shower. You know what I mean?
Would have made it like
in the shower.
Would have made it like highway ambiance.
Fan noise for sleeping. That would have worked. Angels skating, green flags all the way. Green flags all the way. Would have played all by myself, full blast, Becky's Books. Yeah. There you go. Okay, last one for lightning round with Caden Thunder. Am I the astronaut for refusing to Venmo my friend for gas after he picked me up late? Turns out he got distracted and he missed the exit and drove 30 minutes the wrong direction. He said he was honestly vibing, so he kept driving a bit before turning around. He wants me to Venmo him for gas, which I said I would do when he agreed to pick me up. Now I told him I'm not going to because he messed around and made me wait. He says I'm being a bad friend and money ruins relationships. I says so does ignoring Google Maps. Am I the astronaut?
No.
I don't know. I feel like this is
it's your fault for.
This is an Ask on 3 move to me because look, you said you would pay somebody to drive out there. Yeah, he fucked it up, but he still drove out there and got you.
But he drove half an hour. I mean, that's half an hour in the wrong direction, so that's also half an hour back. So that's
it was an hour late. Yeah. So maybe
at that point I'm just Ubering.
Maybe, but I don't think you can renege on what you said you would do just because they did what they said they would do. They just did it late.
Unless it's what you said you would do was based upon an implied service that you were going to be provided, and because that service was not provided, are you still in
But
turn?
it was provided. It was just provided late.
But is it still provided if it's provided late? Because then it's not provided because you might have not made it to where you need to go on time. The whole night could have been ruined for you.
Give him the money, but give it to him tomorrow. Late.
Slash his tires. I'm just
There you
kidding.
go.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Silly me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kate and Thunder. Another round of lightning. Another round of lightning round.
Another round of lightning.
Another round of lightning.
Praise be. Another round of lightning
With
for the
Kate
realm.
and Thunder. All right, we'll dive into the in-between here. Thanks so much, dude. Yeah. And Candy Thunder will return to her throne here forthwith. They agreed upon the amount, nothing more. That's true. That's true. Like, I would still feel like I would have to pay my friend. But you could do it late to be petty. Venmo for the trip, not the extra he went. Yeah, but they had already kind of predetermined the gas amount. So, all right, here we go. Now I am jumping up to story number 3. Is that correct? All right, cool. Tater returns. Split the difference, maybe. Caden NTA, he was vibing. Which makes me wonder if your friend, while vibing and driving, even after realizing that he went past his exit, was like, you know what, I'm vibing. I'm just going to stick with it for about 10 more minutes before I turn around. All right. The return of Tater.
Hello.
It's a twice baked tater.
Navy was like, they're taking your turn. And I was like, no, I already had my turn. I've already been up there. And she's like, you already had your turn? And I was like, yes, I've had my turn. I'm good. I'll sit here until it's my turn again. And
Mommy's back in her seat.
And she was like, Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Here is our story. Is it okay if I go ahead and do this one? All right. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder once again. I have an AITA story for you. This is, am I the astronaut for telling my brother I will never respect him or his girlfriend for as long as they're together? Tony Spock, would you like to start a poll for me, please? Am I the astronaut for telling my brother I will never respect him or his girlfriend for as long as they're together? We have no context whatsoever here. None. Am I the astronaut for telling my brother I will never respect him or his girlfriend for as long as they're together? I'm inferring here that there is a very toxic relationship. These people shouldn't be together, and as long as they continue to choose that toxic relationship, OP says he can't respect them for it. He, she, they, I don't know. I'm going to go with NTA, but we'll see here. Based on the title alone, you don't know the story, Tater. Am I the astronaut for telling my brother I will never respect him or his girlfriend for as long as they're together? What would you guess?
NTA. I'm going to go with there's a reason. I don't know. I have no idea.
There's gotta be.
Never heard the story.
15 seconds left on our poll. Must have done something bad.
And if I read it, I don't remember.
The whole as long as they're together part of this makes me think it's a toxic relationship. And if they keep touching the hot stove, like, come on.
Or they keep like breaking up and getting back together, and it's just, like a toxic situation type thing. Yeah. Go with NTA.
That's my guess.
Maybe ESH.
Okay. All right. Would you like to deliver us the results here,
Oh, yep.
Vanna White? There we go.
Where's it at? Oh, okay. NTA, it doesn't have percentages on there.
It doesn't, does it?
NTA with 59 votes and ESH with 27 votes.
Okay. NTA is our winner.
That's all I got.
That's all we got. All right, here we go. Angel dropped the 2, said, I'm going NTA. I think OP was with the partner first. Oh, possible. All right. Am I the astronaut for telling my brother I will never respect him or his girlfriend for as long as they're together? I'm a 23 female. My brother is 25 and his girlfriend is also 25. She works as an air stewardess. My brother grew up Christian and still is. This is his first relationship after about 3 to 4 years of not dating. They met on Facebook dating and made things official after around 3 weeks. From the outside, it felt extremely fast and more like love bombing than an actual relationship building. At first, she seemed fine. We went on a couple of double dates, but she barely interacted unless directly asked questions. When she came to my parents' house for dinner, she was very distant and barely spoke. She later claimed she was just introverted, but that does not line up with how she behaves in other settings. My parents started noticing that she made verbal jabs at my brother. They eventually brought this up to him privately as a concern. This alone felt like a red flag. About 3 months into the relationship, my brother told me he had chlamydia. He was a virgin before dating her. She apparently did not know she had it. What made things worse is that she blamed my brother for giving it to her and told her family that version of the story. Her parents were told a lie. My parents eventually found out this happened, which caused even more tension. She then claimed that my parents were nasty and mean to her despite only meeting them twice, once at dinner and once at a hot air balloon event where my parents bought her a t-shirt. After that, she told my brother she did not want to see his family anymore and gave him a lot of grief over it. During the same time period, my brother discovered she had been talking to at least 3 other men. Okay. One called her while they were together. One she had been texting. Another time she was texting and deleted messages with. Shortly after the chlamydia situation, she told him she was pregnant. My brother was understandably panicked. Given everything that had already happened, our family was suspicious but kept quiet. About a month later, my brother went through her phone while she was in the shower. He found messages to another man where she was sending ultrasound photos and said, "Yeah, I guess I have to stay with him even though I don't want to." Despite this, he stayed. We came up with a plan to do a paternity blood testing, and he continued going to all the medical appointments with her. Around this time, my brother bought a house. She repeatedly made comments about moving in, even though he told her no multiple times. One night at my parents' house, she and my brother got into a full-blown argument in front of my mom. She was screaming at him while my mom sat quietly on the couch. She stormed out, slammed the door so hard the decorations in the front room fell off the walls, then walked around the house, locked out while my brother cleaned up, and ignored her until he was ready to leave. Later, she miscarried. After that, they went on a Disney trip with her parents, who knew about many of these events because my brother had told them himself. More recently, her parents flew into town and invited our family out to dinner. This felt strange to me, considering my brother and his girlfriend have only been dating for about 6 months. My brother asked me multiple times to go. I told him no. I told him that I did not want to meet her parents because it felt like a pity dinner where they were trying to smooth things over to apologize for their daughter's behavior. I also said I did not want to put myself in a situation with people I do not know, alongside a girlfriend who has been extremely disrespectful to me and my family and me. He did not take this well. Shortly after, she was kicked out of her apartment. She told my brother it was because she did not like living there anymore and used his house, which she does not live at, as an excuse. Her roommates reached out to my brother and told him the real reason was she was not paying her utility bills. At that point, I finally said what I had been holding in. I told my brother, the longer you stay with her, the less you will see of me. I will not go on dates with her, spend time with her, or waste money on her. She will never be a part of the family in my eyes because she has disrespected you and our family more than once, and to me that is unforgivable. Nothing you can say will make me like her. Any change would have to come from her, and I have not seen that. He went quiet and asked if there were any good traits about her. I said no. He asked if her going to therapy would help, and I said it only matters if she genuinely wants to improve, not if it's forced or used as an ultimatum. Now my family tolerates her for his sake. I keep my distance and only respond occasionally if my brother reaches out. I am worried that if he proposes to or marries her, I will end up cutting contact entirely. Some people think that what I said was too harsh and that I should have kept the peace. I feel like boundaries are the only way to protect myself at this point. So, am I the astronaut? All right. Blah. Blah.
What? That was like a...
She's cheating. She gives him chlamydia. She's pregnant.
Was she even pregnant though?
No.
Like, was she? Because I don't know that I believe anything.
So it's
he went to the medical. He went to the medical.
He did go
appointments.
to appointments.
He went to medical. I mean,
How could you trust someone who had done all of this to you?
how exactly how? And then stay with them, and then like try to like. This person seems like they need serious help. all of this combined, like it's only going to lead to a toxic, volatile situation where something's going to blow up, and your brother's going to be blamed for something he most likely did not do.
Yeah, but that's his choice.
It is his choice.
Just like keeping distance is your choice. So you have created a boundary for yourself, and you make your choices. He makes his. You're not an astronaut for making your boundary.
No, I think you should make your boundary, and I think you should stick to it, because people like this will always explode, and if you're close enough to the situation, it's going to get all over you.
Collateral damage.
And
It's gonna get all over you.
the toxicity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Does he have self-esteem issues? Why would he stay with her?
He lost his virginity to her.
Yeah.
That sums it all up.
This is a toxic relationship.
She was talking to 3 other men, and he's like, it's fine.
And now he
sees that she's cheating.
Staying with him at his house because she stopped paying her bills at her apartment. Like this is a succubus.
This is red flag, red flag, red flag. Okay. It's like a whole file cabinet full of fucking red flags. But OP, that's not the question. You are not the asshole, and I think you should stay far away from this person. You are NTA in my book, because this is wild.
Yeah.
Wild that this is happening.
They aren't married. They aren't married.
When he did say, I don't want you to move in with me, but then she made it, it's like she manipulated the situation so that she would move in with him.
And that's her game. And
Yeah,
also
100%.
she's still talking to other guys. Guarantee
sure.
that.
For sure.
So this is a vicious cycle.
And then to tell her parents, like, why do her parents even need to know that she had chlamydia? Like, why are we revealing that information that's unnecessary to parents? And then 2, blaming the partner who was their first time having sex. Like, I also, why are you telling your parents? Like, why does all the family need to know? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. This girl does not, like, my brain, I don't, just walk away.
Her theory is immaculate chlamydia.
Dear God.
Stranger things have happened, I guess. So I did want to, there was a comment here I did want to dive in. Jenny Lynn, she's got him controlled. He's comfortable in the disrespect, probably gaslights him. For sure. And she's already, chipped away at isolating him from his family. She didn't even wait. That was immediate, right? Like, just
After 2 times of meeting them.
narcissist guidebook here.
Yep.
She's just following through. Now her parents flying in and wanting to take everybody to dinner. I have a lot of question marks about that. I feel like there's going to be.
What the fuck is happening?
They're going to like basically make him propose to her and like officially. Yeah, they're bringing some cattle, and they're going to include that in the package deal. And I don't know what that all is about, but it doesn't involve you.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You made your choice. Stick with it. You're protecting your peace right now. Some people are saying that you should just keep the peace by caving in and going, well, fuck them. You're keeping your own peace, not other people's.
Right.
You don't have to trade your peace so someone else can have theirs. That's not how that works.
It's normalizing keeping toxic people in your life just to keep the peace of others, and all it does is harm you and suck your soul. So
Yeah.
don't do it. It's not worth it. And this will never last. This whole relationship, like as soon as your brother is literally has nothing left to give, she'll be done and she'll move on to the next.
And he will say, I should have listened to you.
Right.
You tried to tell me I should have listened.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Good gravy. Okay, so it's an official NTA for us here. There we are. Official determination. You are not the astronaut. Not the astronaut. They flew in on her free miles. Probably. You're probably right. Bayfox, for me not going is keeping the peace because they wouldn't like what I had to say. And maybe you tell him that, right? Like, you don't want me there. You don't want me to talk to her parents. You don't want me to talk to her. You don't want me there. All right.
Do people forget what their life was like before they meet, like, the tornado of a person?
Yeah.
Like, do they forget that peace exists, like, before this person came into their life? Or does it just, like, completely alter? I mean, I have not been in this situation where I've been in a relationship where it was just, like, toxic AF. Like, I had the start of one and ended it. Like, it was... like red flags were waving and I just walked away. But I just have to, like, when you see this happening, does it gradually happen? Does it suddenly happen?
It's got to be a gradual thing. And the control has to be in place before the crazy is revealed, right? There has to be...
So the love bombing.
Control. Yeah,
the love bombing. Yeah.
The love bombing would happen. You saw red flags, and I think that's the kicker, is that most people in that position is gradual enough that the red flags are disguised to them because of everything else that person has put them through and all the gaslighting they put them through. Like, from the outside, it may be easy to see, but to that person, like, that's their whole world. Mm-hmm. And they feel like they've been made to be dependent on that person for their happiness somehow.
And I see comments, and I'm interested to learn, like, the other side of it so that I have a better understanding. Just to know, like, how that works.
Well,
so,
and for him, I have a feeling there was a lot of sexual manipulation going on.
The love bombing makes sense, and like someone said, it does change your addicted to the sex hormones. I mean, that's 100% a thing.
Yeah. So it was lust bombing, probably more so.
Yeah.
Which has got to be a thing. It's got to be.
Chlamydia bombing.
Okay. 34 more to go on the goal on the TikTok side, which unlocks. Let me get a reminder here. Cake reward story. Confetti in a Tony Spark appearance. Another one. Money Baby. Rockwolf Doroshko. Thank you guys so much. Anna Maria Ortiz with the hand hearts there too. Violet, Elise, Marcy, Liebes, Hortensia, Ashley Ergel, Rockwolf again there. Jasmine, Nicole. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Jesse, thank you. Loves the content. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Some people don't know any difference than that type of relationship. Bookner Goddess, you're right. I mean, comfortable in the pain, comfortable in the manipulation, right? It's the devil you know. Woof. Okay, what am I heading to here, Tony Spock?
Go ahead and do the petty revenge.
We're gonna go ahead and do the petty revenge reward story. Audible.
I would say that this is almost an AITA too.
Oh, he says petty revenge almost an AITA.
I feel like you could look at it through that lens. It's just called Hawaiian Resort. I know, the title is just Hawaiian Resort.
Tony Spark is trying to tell us something with his story selection. He's got Hawaiian Resort. He's got a bachelorette cruise, which that's a whole other story. Yeah, we'll hear that in VIP. Okay, here we go. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder. I've got a petty revenge story that Tony Spark says is also kind of an AITA story. It is titled just Hawaiian Resort. I worked at a company for almost 15 years in the 90s and early 2000s. Toward the end of my time there, we hired a supervisor. I did not report to him, but he would read documents on my desk when I wasn't there and would sometimes make copies of my product and give it to his subordinates, telling them to modify it to fit what they were working on. To be honest, I didn't care since we all worked for the same company, but it was the sneakiness and doing it behind my back that irritated me. He was also an obnoxious person. He was also an obnoxious person, blowing his own horn and basking in the success of his guys way too much. He was not well liked. A coworker, Bert, and I had been attending a conference in Hawaii every year. We were good friends and hung out together with others from the conference that we met once a year. It was a reward for doing our jobs. The conference was a resort hotel in Waikiki Beach, but the rooms were limited and would be sold out by the time the conference began. If you didn't make your reservations in advance, you'd have to stay somewhere else. Tom, the supervisor, saw the travel authorization form on my desk that I had to submit for the conference and then filled one out for himself to go. He was told there was only funding to send 2 people, so he went up the management chain to get approval for himself. Because he outranked me and my coworker, one of us had to withdraw our paperwork to go. We literally flipped a coin and I won. I traveled frequently and had accumulated lots of frequent flyer miles. Because the flight times were over a certain number of hours, from the East Coast to Honolulu, we were authorized to travel in business class, a huge benefit. I did not want to sit next to Tom, so I used miles to upgrade from business class to first class. I did not tell Tom about my upgrade. Our travel agent was able to get reservations for both of us at the resort hotel. Tom, being Tom, let everyone in the office know that he was going to Hawaii, bragging about flying business class and staying at a Hawaiian resort. He also told me that I was expected to introduce him to the conference regulars, take him to the best restaurants, and show him a good time. FTG. It got to be too much, and I intended to avoid him as much as possible while we were there. We were flying out on Sunday and flying back on an overnight flight the next Saturday. Saturday afternoon, I called to confirm my airline reservation, something I had learned to do over years of frequent travel. Asking about seats, I was told that there were no business class or first seats available, but coach still had some. That got me thinking. I called from a payphone later that day and changed Tom's reservation to a business class flight on Monday, and then called the hotel and canceled his room.
Oh my gosh.
I checked in at the airport on Sunday morning and then went to the first class lounge to wait for my flight to be called. When the announcement came over the loudspeakers, I grabbed my stuff and went to the gate. They were boarding the first class passengers as I arrived there, so I got on the plane, found my seat, and ordered a drink. When most of the plane was boarded, Tom came through the jetway looking furious. Seeing me, he stopped and started ranting about the airline fucking up his reservation. The flight attendant quickly told him that he needed to be seated. He asked her if there were any empty seat other than coach, and she apologized, but the premier cabins were full. Twice during the flight, he came up to my seat to complain some more. The agent at the counter was able to change his ticket to this flight, but could only get him a seat in coach. He was assigned the middle seat, and the center row was 5 seats and couldn't get comfortable. He ranted on, even asking if I would switch with him for the last half of the flight. I politely declined and didn't see him again until we were at the luggage carousel to get our bags. We took the courtesy shuttle to the hotel and waited in line to check in. He was at the check-in next to me when he learned that he had no reservation at the sold-out Hawaiian resort. He went ballistic. A manager was summoned and took him to another computer station about 20 feet away. I didn't stick around and went up to my room. My phone rang about 15 minutes later, and it was Tom, pitching a fit. He told me that he needed to share my room with me, since it was where the conference was. He complained that the manager was only able to secure a room for him at a motel about a 10-minute walk away. Although I had 2 queen-size beds, I told him my room only had 1 bed. I didn't mention the balcony with the ocean view or the separate living room area. I saw Tom during all the sessions. I took pity on him, and he hung out with me at the cocktail social after the first day of sessions and tagged along with me and my companions and me for dinner. We flew back Saturday evening, and since he was in business class, he didn't come up to complain. I did confess to Bert at lunch a few days after returning, and he said it kind of made up for not being able to travel with me.
That's wild.
Can you imagine
That's like pro revenge.
the shit fit Tom would have if he ever found out that you were the cause of all that shit?
It's shocking to me that he told someone about it. Like that seems like something that you do, that you take to the grave, or you tell someone like that. It would never get back to Tom, but
This is
someone at work knowing, like, that makes me nervous.
this is how alliances in Severance are formed, right? Like, yeah, you're the rebel forces here. You're staging a coup.
And so he just did it because he didn't like him.
Yeah, because he didn't want to have to deal with him. He didn't want to have to sit next to him. He didn't want to. Yeah. So
I guess
like OP doing their own upgrades, and like I just wanted to cause him a little bit of pain, I guess. And that's it. OP doing their own upgrades wasn't enough. They had to also like knock them down a peg.
And he was boasting in the office about how he was going to stay at a Hawaiian resort and fly in business class.
About his, like, how that story changed when he got back. Did he gloat to the team about how he got to sit and coach and almost wasn't able to make the flight and had to stay in a motel, 10-minute walk away? But you know what? It's still Hawaii. I would have enjoyed it still.
That's I guess the moral of the story is don't be an asshole.
Seems like a douche canoe, honestly.
No, don't be a boss, be a leader.
Hey, guess what, everybody? Because I often steal the work of OP, I saw that he was going to go to this trip in Hawaii, and I made sure I bumped his buddy that normally goes every year and sent myself. All right, awesome.
When you make him to be like that, he
deserved it.
definitely deserved it.
He deserved it.
100%.
100%.
For gloating in the office when he took someone else's seat.
douchebag.
Also, 100% believe this should be in the pro revenge.
Yeah,
this isn't really petty. This is like revenge.
I mean, it's still got some good pettiness to it. I'm gonna give it.
He had a first class ticket to watch it all.
Petty thunder. I know, like OP got to enjoy all of this in supreme comfort, and
He
that's
said that it was kind of like a pro revenge and petty revenge,
Yeah.
but also like just some of the comments was like, this is like diabolical, and the amount of organization and commitment that OP had to
Yeah.
make sure like guy's going to a payphone across the street
Right?
to cancel hotel rooms and rearrange
I'd do it.
flights. Like,
If someone pissed me off bad enough.
yeah. I
also, I feel like now it's
should
so
be
much
scared.
harder to do. You couldn't do something like this now, like they could do this in the '90s, right? Like, because it's all like done on your phone and you booked it.
Pro-petty.
And this,
Sounds like
like,
pro-petty.
it's great.
it would be more difficult to pull this off now. You could have pulled this off in the Home Alone 2 era, but maybe not so much now.
Right. Yeah, no, that's locked up. They'll just take your seat now for no reason. You're not on this flight.
You're walking, but it's still going to cost you money.
Comments also said that OP should start putting like fake things on the desk. So if he's going to read them in book,
Yes.
want to do this, and like
Absolutely.
if he's going to look on the desk and look through paperwork, like start putting fake. That's like the next step of this, to like start faking out the supervisor guy and be like give him credit for
This
something.
is this
sabotage.
to me seems like someone who's listened to his shit for months and months and watched him take credit and watched him do all this shit, and they're like, I'm fucking done. I'm fed up. This is happening. And I feel no remorse for this happening because of the way this guy treated.
The sabotage is going to be amazing. It needs to be some kind of like printout of a fake email that actually talks about how Tom's going to get fired.
Whenever
And then let Tom find that and just watch him go ape shit.
like 15 years after I left this company, I would write a letter like on a typewriter and mail it to Tom and be like, I just want you to know it was me. Tell Cersei it was me.
Tom won't be there in 15 years.
No,
Tom won't
I would find
survive.
out where he lives. I would find out where he lives and I would send it to his home address and be like, just so you know.
You'd have to, do a minimal amount of stalking for 15 years to make sure you kept tabs on him. And
I'm weird. I've got time. I don't have a lot of hobbies.
you don't have time. What the fuck? I got time.
Oh, I have
No,
time
you
for I have
don't.
time for shit like that.
We don't have time for nothing. Michelle Tessie D said the happy poops. Thanks so much. Also, God's blessed Wonder Woman dropped the 2, said insert Mr. Burns meme. Excellent. That's fitting. That is in random letters with cut up magazine. Yes.
I thought about
that. Yeah. Oh, ransom letter. Yeah. Penny dropped the happy poops. Thank you so much. And a marshmallow. Thank you. Smashley says, I have time for pettiness. Candy says, yeah, that's accurate. All right, ladies and gents, that is it for us today. We're going to switch over to VIP. I do have some outro notes that I'm remembering to click on and read here. The next public live is going to be Sunday at 9 p.m. Central on TikTok and YouTube both. I don't have those scheduled out on YouTube yet, but I will in the next couple of days. I will get January scheduled out officially on there. The weekly Wednesday live will be next Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central. We do have the TikTok Superfan exclusive live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central. Do not miss that, Superfans. Don't forget to check out the most recent Thunder and Spark Christmas episode. It is out there on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcast, and we will see you all next time. VIPs, we'll see you in about 10 to 15.
I saw somebody say Kyrie's mom said toodles, and I was like, oh, toodles. I don't know what comes after that,
Yeah, it's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse,
Yeah.
right?
but that's just what it.
Bum, bum,
There you go.
bum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum,
You're gonna get in trouble.
I will see you guys next time.